They're the doctors who opened their homes and their hearts to take in a Ukrainian family trying to flee the war. They've offered to pay for everything to get this family to Australia. So why won't our government approve their visa?
I didn't believe it in the first place. I thought that there was a mistake.
It's very disheartening.
Dr. Timur Navruzov and Dr. Ines Baptista are two Aussies who wanted to do something to help the people of Ukraine.
Given where we were in our lives, where we finally own our own home and we have space, we thought that we'll be able to accommodate a family.
They found a website that connects people wanting to provide accommodation with Ukrainians who need it. Timur was born in what is now Uzbekistan, but formerly part of the Soviet Union, meaning he can speak Russian, which is the second language for most Ukrainians.
I think that having somebody who speaks your language and is able to explain to you in a language that you understand about how the system works and where to go and get food and how the items are called was extremely helpful.
They ended up connecting with the Kovalova family, 37-year-old mum Tetiana, or Tanya, and her two children, Vlad and Veronica. Husband Ole is not allowed to leave the country as fighting-age men are required to stay. The family live in the port city of Odessa, which is now surrounded by Russian ships in the Black Sea. Missiles have obliterated apartment buildings here in the past month, and the family held out little hope they could actually escape this hell for peace in Australia.
They were just low, you couldn't see any sort of emotions or any expressions on their faces. They were completely demoralized.
But the two doctors were determined to make a difference, assisting Tanya's visa application and informing Home Affairs they would provide accommodation and cover all expenses. But 2 weeks ago, the Kovalovas received the dreaded news their tourist visa application was rejected.
It was really tough. I didn't really know what to say, and I didn't really, because the government didn't explain why they rejected the visa either.
The room they had ready for Tanya at their Gold Coast home sits empty, along with the bunk beds they had brought in for the two teenage children to finally provide a peaceful night's sleep.
How are the rockets?
Very scary.
I think it must be really hard as a mother to make a decision to go to a different country, to live in a house of strangers with your kids. And to be then denied that opportunity of safety by the Australian government must be heartbreaking.
A spokesperson for the Home Affairs Department said it does not comment on individual cases, but had granted 8,000 migration and temporary visas to Ukrainians so far.
It's very lovely when people open up their hearts and open up their homes to want to accommodate people.
Adam Miljenovic is from the Ukrainian community of Queensland, which has teamed up with St Vincent de Paul to assist some of the Ukrainians who have arrived into Australia since the war began. He says while many Australians want to provide accommodation, they need to fully understand the duty of care they are taking on.
The people are coming in a state of shock. They may not speak English. They may have various emotional coping difficulties.
His advice for people wanting to help is to avoid third-party websites and instead use the government-funded humanitarian settlement program, which does full background checks on both parties.
Just to make sure that the people who are coming into your home will be as safe and that you will also be safe from the people coming into your home.
Timur and Ines are fully aware of what they've signed up for. They just need Home Affairs to grant the Kovalova family a visa before it's too late.
The thing is, when will that rocket land on their house or next to their house, and how much time do we really have?
Let's just hope common sense prevails sooner rather than later. And for more details on how you can help Ukrainians arriving in Australia, head to our website.